You gotta try that candy bar.
Yeah, I do. I'm Andrew David Weber, and this is Five Fire Minutes. I'm here with Liam Kyle Cahill. Liam, how you doing?
I'm great, kind sir.
It's good to hear that you're great.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm great yet. I'm extremely nervous. I had John Coker on last week, and he wants me to try this, take five. And the way he was talking about it, I was like super stoked, like, yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I did not know it was a Reese's product. I cannot stand Reese's.
Oh
Like,
no. I mean, Reese's are actually personally my favorite of the terrible grocery store candies.
well, here you go. Dude, what if, you know,
I
Wonka
know.
vision? Oh, actually, you know what? It looks like a raccoon turd. That's why it looks familiar.
From here on, we're gonna need a future update. Is if you find raccoon turds in real life, and then you go, "Hey, that looks like a take five."
I'm just gonna do it. Okay, the verdict's in. It kicks the out of a Reese's cup. It's way better. I was so ready for that thing to suck that I was just gonna be like, "Yeah, this is it, John. Payday." I like the take five. It's decent. So I do have some prepared questions. What is the worst advice you have ever received?
I don't know that it was bad advice. Like I think of when I graduated from college, I remember my dad wanted so badly for me to buy a house. And I was 22, and I remember the economy had just crashed. And we were living in a four-bedroom house, me and three other college roommates. And the house was being short sold for $110,000. I told that to my dad, and my dad's like, "Well, do you like it?" I was like, "Yeah, it's a great house." He's like, "You should buy it." And I was like, "Ha! I don't have $110,000. That's preposterous." And he's like, "Well, I could help you with the down payment or whatever, like that's actually." And I was like, "No, I'm going to travel. I'm going to, I was like, I have all these other plans for my life."
Right.
And then I look back at that now. That was good advice. And then I took my own terrible of advice saying, "You don't know what you're talking about." And that house is worth over 500,000 now. I still would have had three rooms to rent out. I literally could have been making money on it for the last 13 years, but I was a big dummy because I took my own bad advice.
But I mean, it sounds like you ended up in a really uh Liam Kyle Cahill spot, like as a result of your own Liam Kyle Cahill bad advice. Which I think is a good thing. I think it's a good thing to be in a Liam Kyle Cahill spot. I just wanted to see how many times I can say that without messing it up. How do you feel about AI art?
I personally think that it's really cool to look at. And yet, as soon as it started happening, I was too scared to touch it. I didn't want to be part of the algorithm. I'm sure I'm already part of a million algorithms because I have 4,000 friends on Facebook. So I'm pretty sure that like getting AI art done of me on a beach in a bikini or whatever the hell people were doing, all sorts of like, "Oh, now do my picture with a dog and now do my picture with a kangaroo." I never did it, but I actually really enjoyed when a lot of other people were doing it. There's still something so disconnected about it that you can
Yeah.
say, you know, "Make my face look like Rembrandt painted it," and it'll like create that. And that shouldn't be a thing. Like, we should be paying our friends who are experimenting with real paint to try to do it.
Yeah,
It just, it really does feel like it cheapens art to me.
I
Um,
get that. I don't mind AI assisted things. I think it can very well be used creatively. Like say that I'm like decent at Photoshop, right? And I use AI to assist my Photoshop and it gives me a parameter to work with. And then I take that and make something out of it. I think that's kind of cool. I'm
okay.
not good at Photoshop. I don't know why I use that example. It doesn't pertain to me. What would you say is your number one motivator?
My number one motivator really is just the music itself. It's just like getting lost in the creative act and writing new stuff and creating stuff that's new. I have stumbled into such like a creative phase recently. I've been working on my guitar a lot since COVID because I've always sort of felt like that was lacking behind what I really wanted to accomplish lyrically and melodically. I was growing one part of it, but kind of the rest of it lagged behind. And just recently, I've been working with another singer songwriter here in town named Casey Christensen, and she's been a good muse in a lot of ways and has helped spark a lot of creativity.
You get one song to introduce someone new to your music. What song are you going with?
Love You to Life.
Awesome. So yeah, I'll probably put a sample of that in this video. I guess my final question for you then is, how should I start my next video?
Ooh. I think you should start your next video probably with a TikTok dance.